You know, after a long day of work, it's really fun to go to the LCS. And when you find something that you really like, oh man, that makes it even sweeter. T. Hello, Silver fans. This is T, and you're in the place to be for Silver education, acquisition, and entertainment. Hey, today we talk a little acquisition. I went to the LCS today, and boy, I love making that trip. And I went to pick this up right here. Of course, this is a 2021 American Silver Eagle to add to my little collection I've got going here. I talked about these yesterday. I have two others right here, and I'll be giving away one of these in my 500 sub GAW. And I'll be looking forward to that. Some lucky subscriber is going to win a 2021 American Silver Eagle, and that seems to be a pretty hot ticket in town. A hot coin lately with the premiums through the roof, and look forward to that. You've got a sub to be eligible for that, and so good luck for that. I'll give all the detailed rules later on once I formulate my plan for that. I do know this. You have to be a subscriber. Other than that, I'll come up with some other details regarding how to fairly give this away to one of my subscribers. But that isn't the only thing I went into the LCS and found. I found something I didn't think I'd find. I went and, when I walk in, I normally go through my normal litany. Hey, do you have Libertads? Do you have this? Do you have that? And blah, blah, blah. And one of the things that towards the top of my list of things I ask about is Mexican silver. And I asked the gentleman, hey, do you have any new Mexican silver at all? And he said, no, not really. And then for some reason, he had to go to the back to dink around with something. And I saw something in his display case that caught my eye as I was looking for rounds and other things that might catch my eye. And I saw this. And check this out. You guys who have been watching me for a while know luckily he wasn't around to see my eyes bulge out because I was very happy to see this. Take a look. It is a Cuauhtémoc, 5 pesos, 1948, 90% Mexican silver, and I made an entire video on these. So if you haven't seen it yet, be sure to take a look at it. And when I saw this, I was wondering, oh boy, what is he going to ask for this? So I called him over and I said, hey, how much for that Mexican coin right there? And he must have forgotten he even had it in the display case. And he goes, oh, let me check. Let me go look at the spot price of silver today. And by the way, today's spot price is $27.75. He went to his calculator in his little side office, and he banged out some keys there, and he came back and said, you know what? And even prior to him giving me this number, I had already, maybe some of you have done this yourself, like when you ask for a price, you kind of already formulate in your mind, hey, if the price is X amount, I'm going to say yes. If it's below this amount or above it, I'm going to have to really think about that, or maybe even just say no. So in my mind, I already had the price figured out. It would be $40. So if he came back and said it's $42, I would say thanks, but no thanks. And so he came back and he said, hey, you can have it for 25 bucks. So I said, hey, deal. And that's a little different than my norm. Normally, if there's something I want, I'll try to at least negotiate a little bit and maybe get a buck or two knocked off. Every little buck helps. But in this case, it was not one of those scenarios. I said, I'll take it. And that was that. So I think I got a pretty good deal. Considering it is about 0.87 ounces of silver and today's spot price, he gave it to me for just about a buck over spot, which, hey, I'll take it, man. You give me 1948 Mexican silver for a buck over spot, I will take it. So that was my little good fortune today. And in the process of our conversation, when I asked him early on in the conversation, hey, do you have any Mexican silver? He did tell me, no, I don't have any ready to sell, but I have a whole pile of it over there in the back. I'm going to inventory it, go through everything, and bring it out for sale next week. So let me ask you a question. Where do you think I'll be next week? I'll be there taking a look to see what he happens to have. But I am just ecstatic about finding this Cuauhtémoc 1948 5 peso. And so if you want to watch my actual entire video on this coin, I got some pretty good reviews. People tended to really appreciate it and have some very nice comments. I'm really pleased to hear that. It makes me extremely happy to know that people appreciate my stuff. So if you want to watch that video, be sure to click right here. I'm going to leave the link. And while you're on this end screen, if you haven't subbed yet, do so right here by clicking on the circle. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Until then, have a great day. T.